You are now watching Game Over ENT, and this week on The Walking Dead Wednesday, we're talking about things that you don't know about the Walking Dead game. So in this video, I'll be getting into some Easter eggs here and there, and also some fun hidden facts and choices that are present within the game. So this is going to be part one of several videos of this series. Apparently there's a lot of things out there that I find are pretty obscure and not readily known. So if you want to see additional parts, don't forget to hit the like button to let me know that you want me to continue with this series. And for this video, we're going to be starting off with season 1 episode 1 and continuing forward from that point. So let's get it started. The prison that Lee is actually being transported to in the beginning of the game here is actually the same exact prison featured in the comic books, the Meriwether County Correctional Facility. It was revealed by Jake Rodnick and Harrison Pink, which are respectively the lead designer and designer of The Long Road Ahead. So this is the exact same prison. When the officer transporting Lee talks about this story,
I'm driving this man once. He was the worst one. He wouldn't stop going on about how he didn't do it. He was an older fella, big soft eyes behind a pair of smart folk glasses. And he just wailing back there. Says it wasn't him. Crying and snotting all over right where you're sitting.
This is actually a reference to Thomas Richards, who is a character from the prison in the comic books.
Maybe he was innocent.
Innocent? They caught the fucker red-handed, stabbing his wife, cutting her up as the boys came through the door. He sits in my car screaming bloody murder that it wasn't him. I think he actually believed it himself. It goes to show, people will up and go mad when they believe their life is over. I got another good one for you. This one's a little bit less depressing and a bit more hilarious if I do say so.
Watch out!
This other time...
If you choose to leave Clementine's house in the daytime, you can actually see Chet die in a non-canon death.
We need to find help before it gets dark.
Yeah, it's not safe at night.
Let's go.
I'm Chet.
Shan's death in the video game actually explains how he became a walker in the comic series.
I'm okay, Pop. I'm okay. I can fix you, don't worry. We'll stitch you up.
But contradictory to what was said in the comic book series, Herschel mentioned that Shan was bitten and died after several days. So unless Shan stays dead right here and doesn't reanimate for several days, then I guess that may not be the case.
Get out.
Get the fuck out of here!
And speaking of Shan, Shan is one of 6 siblings in the comic series. However, he is the only child of Herschel Green to be seen in the video game. But if you make a certain dialogue option with Lee, you get a reference to Herschel's other children when he talks to Lee.
Let's have a look. Yeah, this is swollen to hell. Well, you don't say much. Wish I had 5 just like you. Wish I had 5 just like you. What did you say?
Did you know that Kenny's family actually owned a dog? In this episode, if you're around Clementine and Katja for a while, Katja will mention that they owned a Labrador named Franklin back in Fort Lauderdale, Florida.
Do you have any pets?
I have a goldfish named Peanut. Mom doesn't like dogs.
Oh, well, we have a lab named Franklin back in Fort Lauderdale.
Poor Franklin, waiting for a family that will never return. When we first enter the drugstore and Larry actually accuses Duck of being bitten and suggests that we smash his head in, with certain dialogue options you can actually get Larry to apologize for what he said about Duck.
The first thing he'll do is sink his teeth into his mom's face. Then, once she's dead, he'll probably pounce on your little girl. She'll turn fast, and then there'll be 3. And that, boy, is the ball game. Which pretty much seals the deal for me. We're throwing him out.
No, he's not bitten. Look, he's clean. Not a scratch.
Not a goddamn scratch. What do you think about that?
It's Larry, and I'm fucking sorry.
Good.
Look, we're fish in a barrel here. With all the commotion, we could be under siege any minute.
And we better start fortifying this place. I'll work on getting that window barricaded.
Good. Dad, sit down.
I'm fine, Lily.
Dad, please.
All right.
In the Walking Dead universe, Robert Kirkman has been going on record to say that there are no zombies, okay? There are no movie references that depict zombies in this universe. So the characters don't know the word zombies. But in this episode, Lee actually says the word zombies, breaking the Walking Dead cardinal rule.
The keys are on that zombie out on the street. Zombie out on the street.
So I'm curious if this was a slip up just by the voice actor and the development team just didn't catch it, or was this on purpose?
That's the door to the pharmacy.
The character Doug is actually modeled off a real life Telltale staff member.
Good. Want to go have a look around outside?
It was stated that the designers of the game took their friend Doug Tobacco and modeled the character off of him. There was a recurring joke within the Telltale game staff of how often they encourage players to save Doug over Carly. There's even a group called Save Doug. And speaking of Doug, if you choose to save Carly over Doug, when Doug is actually getting ripped apart by the walkers, you can hear the infamous Wilhelm scream.
No! Get him off of me!
Oh my God.
Let's go!
Did you know that Glenn is a fan of hip hop?
How you doing, Glenn?
You know.
Glenn's shirt actually features a logo of underground hip hop collective called Hieroglyphics, an American underground hip hop group based in Oakland, California.
I think I need to go.
To Atlanta.
Yeah, I got friends there.
You gotta do what you gotta do.
And I gotta do this. See you around.
Old school, straight pro, make them get down on the floor. I'ma keep it gangster with you. I'ma beat it
I respect that.
At the end of episode 1, if you listen carefully, you can hear Duck having a conversation with Clementine where he mentions another book written by Robert Kirkman called Super Dinosaur.
Had this minigun on his shoulder. It's all like pow, pow, pow. I thought Super Dinosaur was toast. But you know what? He wasn't. Oh, and then...
Hey, Duck, you want to cool it for a minute?
Okay, sorry.
I'm sorry, there's not a lot of kids here.
No, it's not that.
Alright guys, I hope you enjoyed that. So that's all the hidden facts and Easter eggs I was able to find within episode 1. If you want to see more, or if there's anything here that was new to you that you did not know, tell me in the comments below. I'll be happy to hear it. And don't forget to thumbs up the video if you want future parts of this. There are definitely a lot more things to go through, but this video can only go on for so long. Plus, I didn't have a chance to record everything, but guys, stay tuned for another week of The Walking Dead Wednesday. Catch you guys later. Peace.